Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So I'm going to show you how to make this seat cover. It's actually just a big kind of a lacy looking granny square, and I use 2 strands of yarn, 2 strands of chunky yarn at the same time, and it's really pretty easy. It's a little hard on your hands, I guess, to use 2 strands of chunky at the same time, but you'll get used to it. And for each seat cover you're going to need about 150 yards of chunky yarn for each seat cover. Now, I think I said in the video that you could use, like, if you didn't have chunky, you could use 3 or 4 strands of 4-ply, and of course you'll need more of that. But for the yarn that I used, you're going to need about 150 yards per seat cover. Okay, for this project, I'm using Lion Brand Hometown USA. It's a chunky yarn. I'm going to use actually 2 strands together, so it's nice and thick like this. So that's how I'm going to be working it. But you don't have to use this brand. You can use another type of chunky yarn, or if you don't have chunky yarn, you could probably use like 3 or 4 strands of regular 4-ply together. Would probably pretty much do the same thing, I would say. And then I'm going to be using a size N, which is a 9mm crochet hook. Okay, you want to start with your 2 strands together, and you want to make a slip knot just like you normally would with both strands. Leave your tails long enough that you can sew them in later. Okay, then you want to start off with a chain of 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. Like that. And you want to make sure you always have both strands on your hook. Sometimes one will slip off of there. Okay, then we're going to start with a chain of 3. We're going to be double crocheting 3 together. So we're going to work our way up, and that counts kind of like as our first. Like that. And then we're going to yarn over and go through the ring and pull your yarn up and draw up a loop. Going to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops only, and leave these loops on your hook. And I'm going to yarn over again and go through and do the same thing. Draw up, and I'm going to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on my hook, like that. And you can see this chain counts as a double crochet, so now we have 3 double crochets there. Now you want to yarn over and go through all the remaining loops on your hook, and it's a little tricky doing it with this much yarn, but just like that. Kind of pull that over tight, and that's what you got. So now we're going to do a chain of 3. 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to do a double crochet 3 together again, but this time we're not going to be starting with that chain. So what we're going to do is just yarn over and go through the loop, or through the ring, draw up a loop, and yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. Keeping these loops on your hook, you yarn over, go in again, draw up a loop, go through these 2, yarn over and go through the 2 first loops here, keeping these on your hook, and we'll do it one more time by yarning over, going through, drawing up, go through these first 2, like that, and then you'll have 4 loop sets on your hook. Yarn over and go through all of them at the same time, keeping your 2 strands of yarn on your hook, and you can kind of pull it tight, and I kind of pull them over. And then I'm going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do it again. And I want to do that till I have a total of 8 of these double crochet 3s together. You probably have to keep pulling them over so you have room. But again, you yarn over, go through the loop, or through the ring and drop a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go through the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. One more time. Yarn over and go through the first 2. Like that. And you'll have 4 rings or 4 loops still on your hook. Yarn over and go through all 4. Like that. And I'm going to scoot these over a little bit. Pull that tight. And then I'm going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do it again. And I'm just going to continue doing these double crochet 3s together with chain 3s in between them until I have a total of 8. So I got 3 now, so I'm going to keep going around. Okay, I got my 8 sets here, like that. And now I want to make sure I chain 3 after my last one. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the top of this beginning chain 3. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot easier when you're not using double strands of chunky yarn, but it's gonna be a lot softer if you set on for setting on the seat cushions. Now I want to slip stitch over to this first chain 3 space right here. So I'm just gonna go into the next stitch. And slip stitch. Like that. And now I'm just going to jump right over into the space and slip stitch like that. And now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and I'm going to go right back into that space and single crochet like that. And now I'm going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to jump over here to the next chain 3 space and single crochet. That. And again, I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And jump over to the next chain 3 space, single crochet like that. And I'm going to do that in every one of these chain 3 spaces. I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jump over here to this space, single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump over to the next space and single crochet. So I'm going to do that all the way around until I get back to the beginning. Okay, I've made it back to the beginning, and now I just did my last chain 5, and I'm going to slip stitch into this first single crochet that I made right here. Or if you accidentally get it into that chain 1, it really doesn't matter. But like that. Now I'm going to start my next round by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to work in the very next chain 5 right here. And I'm actually going to do some more double crochet threes together. So I'm going to go right through here. I'm going to yarn over and go right through and drop a loop and do a double crochet three together. So that's where I go through the first two, yarn over, go through again, drop a loop, yarn over and go through the first two, and then again, yarn over, go in, drop a loop, yarn over and go through the first two loops, and then you'll have 4 sets left on your hook, yarn over and go through all of them, and then you can kind of pull it tight. And now you want to do a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go pull that over, and I'm going to go back into the same space and do another double crochet 3 together. We're forming our corners now. So I'm going to yarn over and do another one, another double crochet 3 together. There's 1, 2, and 3. Go through all the loops on your hook like that. Pull it kind of tight. And now what I'm going to do is, you can see I got 2 double crochet 3s together, so with the chain 3 in between. Now I'm going to do another chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go to the next big chain 5 space and single crochet. Just like that. So that's what I got so far. Now I'm going to, drop my cord down. Now I'm going to do a chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to work this right here again in this next spot. So I'm going to do a double crochet 3 together, do the next chain 5 space, that, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the same spot I'm going to do another double crochet 3 together, 1, 2, 3, split my yarn, and then I'm going to go through all the loops like that. And that's my second corner. And now I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, oops. I know it looks like I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie, I am. It's hard to work with this 2 chunky yarns together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come over here to the next chain 5 space and single crochet like that. Now we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this next space here is we're going to work this corner again. So double crochet 3 together. There's, pull it tight. chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll slide that over. Now I'm going to do another double crochet 3 together, 1, 2, 3, go through all the loops, pull it tight, now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next space, like that, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll be doing another corner. So this one more time right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I got my last corner formed. Now I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and single crochet in this last space. Like that. Like that. And then I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to repeat what I just did again. So I'm going to go ahead and single crochet in this spot right here. Like that. And I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to work the double crochet 3 together in this corner again. So I'm kind of repeating what I just did. There should be one little difference here, and I'll show you. To get that one done here. Instead of doing a chain 3 in between these, I'm going to do a chain of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go back into that same spot and do another double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, and 3, like that. So there's keeping the corners in the corners. So now I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm going to single crochet in this chain 5 space, and then I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to single crochet in this chain 5 space, like that. Chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm right here in this corner. I'm going to repeat the double crochet 3 togethers. So it's pretty much the same thing that we've been doing. It just got another loop. One more loop than what we had in the last row. So go ahead and work at the corner right here. 2 sets of double crochet 3 together. Only we put 4 chains in between this time. One, 2, 3, 4. Slide it over and go ahead and put another one in the same spot. Like that. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are back in the next corner. So we're going to do the corner again, and we're just going to repeat this all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Okay, I just did my last corner, so you can see we have 4 corners made again, and I did a chain 5, and I'm going to single crochet into my next chain 5 space, and I'm going to chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you kind of tell we're kind of not slip stitching the rounds anymore, we'll just kind of keep going around. Okay, or you can see you just repeat that last row that we did for as many rows as you want. You just keep going around, and every time it'll just keep getting bigger because you'll have another chain 5 in between, and the corners are still the same. And you do that for as many rows to fit your chair or however you want it to look on your chair. But I did a total of, from the very beginning, 4 rows of with these corners here. So you can see I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's my circle, beginning circle. Well, like I said, you do as many as you want. And I'm going to put one more row around it, but it's kind of like an ending row. It's easy, it's just a little bit different. So make sure you leave room for one more row. And you just continue. If you notice, though, every time we did a round, we didn't slip stitch. We just kept chaining 5 and going around. We only slip stitch at the very last row. So I'm right here. I just single crocheted, and now I'm going to keep going around, and I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm in the corner, and instead of doing these 2 double crochet 3 together, I'm actually going to go into the corner and single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go back into the corner again, and single crochet one more time. So that's the only difference this time around. Everything else is the same. That's the corner. No more of these double crochet 3s together. I know they're kind of hard to do with all that yarn on your hook, but now we just chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we just work our way down, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, just like we were doing. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just repeating that. Chain of 5 and single crochet in each one of these spaces until I get to my next corner space. Okay, I'm in my next corner space here, and again I'm just going to single crochet into it, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go back into the corner space again and do another single crochet. And that's how I'm going to do each of the 4 corner spaces. And now I'm going to continue along doing my chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet until I get to my next corner, and then I'll do this again. And I just want to repeat this pattern all the way back around. Okay, once you make it all the way around, I'm going to show you how I end up real quick. I just did my chain 5s and single crochets all the way across, and I did a single crochet here. Now I'm at the loop right before where I did my first little corner here. All I'm going to do is kind of stretch over and slip stitch into this single crochet. And then I'm going to pull this out and tie this off and hide the tails. And for the ties, you don't put them exactly where I put them. You hold them up to your chair and decide where your spindles are in the back of your chair or where you want to tie it, but I'm just going to show you here. I just got 3 pieces of yarn and I left kind of some hangies at the end. And I'm just going to do a simple braid all the way down, just a plain old braid, and that's just going to be my tie. So I'm going to go ahead and braid this all the way down, and you can do yours as long as you want, and then I just tied a knot at the end. And all I'm going to do is, remember, you don't have to put it in the same spot, and I'm just going to kind of put it where I need it to be to tie onto my spindles, like that, and then just tie it on. And I'll probably clip these, you want to clip these ends the same, just depends on how long you want these little things to be, but that's all I'm going to do. Now you can always do something different for the tie. It's completely up to you, but that's how I'm going to do it. And you want to do 2 of them the same. Okay, that's it. So it's a pretty easy chair cover. I went ahead and measured to where the spindles were on the back of my chair, and I put mine in a loop next to the corner, but you measure yours or do it wherever you want. And that's it. You just tie it on your chair, and it's real easy, and I think it's really pretty. And it's really thick, so it'd be nice, and it'd be pretty padded. But I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and I hope you were able to follow along. Okay, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and you can always come over to my Facebook page. I'll post a link below in the description box. And you can post all your crochet items on there. I'd really like to see them. And until next time, have a good day.